Hi, this is Gayle. Welcome to my channel. I'm filming this from Alaska. We are at Earthquake Park in Anchorage. They have interpretive plaques at the various stations, and they've got some sculpture here, and all of this is about the earthquake that happened in the 1960s. 1964, it's the Good Friday earthquake. Okay, this lists the Good Friday quake on Friday, March 27, 1964. It's one of the most devastating earthquakes to hit North America, and it struck Alaska. Now, it struck the coast from south of Seward to just north of Anchorage. In Seward, it really basically decimated the town. What happened was the water rushed out. As it did, some of the tankers that were in port got washed out as well. There were some sparks. It got caught on fire. So as the water came rushing back in, that water was actually on fire because of the fuel and the oil from the tankers that had caught the sparks and flamed. So the town had the double whammy of water plus the fire and oil that came in. The effects in Anchorage were pretty severe as well. But here we have the Earthquake Park, which is 1/3 of a mile, comes straight from a paved parking lot. Accessibility is not that great. There is this 1/3 of a mile paved loop road that you see here, which is great for accessibility. You can't get on the path to go down to the water, but we were here for over an hour and I still had a good time. The central portion of the park itself is also paved. You can see people on bicycles. There are benches to sit on. There are picnic tables and the lovely interpretive trails. This park was developed pre-ADA. So to get to the bottom down where you can see the water and so forth, I'll show you that trail. Here's what I'm talking about. You can see there's no rails or anything. It's really more hiking. This is one of the trails. This portion is very, very short. I'm not going to try to do it because I can't do that with holding the camera and maneuvering and the dog and everything. But the trail pretty much just goes to about right here, and then it goes down to the bottom land, the water and so forth right here. But you can see this step next to it is just made by tree roots. This is a pretty park. It's shady, got some nice birch trees, some hemlocks, some other trees, some roses. It's pretty. It's a good easy add-on stop if you're here in Anchorage. I would allow probably 30 to 45 minutes and more if you really want to read the displays. You may even get some ideas of things to see, such as Ship Creek, Turnagain Arm, other places that are mentioned here on the displays. And this talks about the seasonal fluctuations and some of the fish that you find at different times of the year. Now this Mount McKinley that it talks about, I'm so excited. We're going to be going up to Denali. Denali used to be known as Mount McKinley, but as with other things in Alaska, oh, there goes a bush plane. And it wasn't where I could see it. Maybe another one will fly over. Bush planes, of course, are very important here in Alaska. It is the connection that a lot of places like out in the bush have to the city and enables them to get supplies and so forth, where in places where you can't drive easily. Dog sleds also help carry supplies, so yes, they are still working teams. Going back to the mountain, the name is now Denali because they've made a really big effort to try to go to the original names of some of the places that were renamed. So hence, you may still hear Mount McKinley mentioned sometimes, but just know in your mind it's Denali. So it's Denali Mountain, it's Denali National Park, Denali Village, all trying to reclaim its original name. And it's important to know that before you come to parks like this, because some of the plaques, as we just saw, still say Mount McKinley.
before we leave, just another real quick view of the park. Here you can see the loop, the trees, and just how pretty this park is. One thing I forgot to mention is that we are in Anchorage, Alaska, so anytime you're around greenery, please watch for moose and service dogs. So before you saw this video, did you know about the earthquake and tsunami here in Alaska? Let me know your thoughts by leaving them in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Now here's Tom.
Tell you what, if a moose gets a hold of you, it's all over, bud.
Thank you all for watching. Now go ahead and click like on the video and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Check out these videos that are popping up on the screen. We've got the Alaska playlist, our latest video, and more. Always, #BeBodacious. Don't let life get in the way of living.